Dear students, welcome to our Learn from Home session. My name is Shrutika S Lohar from the Nar Colony Municipal English School number 1, and today we are going to practice one more worksheet of reading comprehension. This worksheet is for first and second standard children. This is going to be a very good practice during the lockdown period because reading comprehension is a kind of question. It is asked in every standard, every grade, right from lower standards till up to 10 standards. The level of difficulty goes on increasing. But if we give little kids practice of answering seen and unseen comprehension passages, they develop a good thinking habit. They develop a good practice of writing answers. So let's begin with our practice. Like I said in the previous session, while attempting reading comprehension passages, we should first go through the questions given and then we should read the given passage in order to find out answers. This saves time. So, first step, read all the questions. Let's see what are the questions asked. Answer the question. First question, what are we making? Second question, what do we need? Third question, what do we need to do? And last question, how will we cook it? Children, as you can see on the screen, there is a picture of cake shown over here. We have seen the 4 questions and it is about cooking. So without wasting time, let's read the passage. It's a very little passage. The small passage we give to the small kids, they can concentrate and focus on it. Slowly, the size and difficulty level of the passage can be increased in order to give them much better practice. Let's read the passage. I want to bake cake. I need eggs, flour, and milk. I need to mix them together and put it in a tin. I will cook the cake in the oven. So, first of all, I want to bake a cake. That's the answer of the first question. What are we making? We are baking a cake. What do we need? So, in this question, what do we need? That also we have seen in the passage. It is mentioned we need eggs, flour, and milk. And we also need, if you go through the passage properly, we will also need a tin and oven to bake it. If you don't have those things, you cannot bake a cake. So what do we need? Under this question, we need to include and mention all these essential things. Next question is, what do we need to do? Now, how will the procedure of making cake will take place? So, it is mentioned in the passage, if you see in the third line, mix them together. Here it is shown, mix them together and put it in a tin. So we have to mix all the ingredients, then we will put it in the tin and we will have to cook it in the oven. Last question, how will we cook it? We will bake the cake in the oven. There are various cooking procedures in kitchen. Mummy sometimes fries, sometimes she bakes, sometimes she boils. Okay, so there are various cooking procedures. So baking cake in the oven is one of those. So it is mentioned in the passage and we'll write it. Let's start answering our questions. So we will what are we making? Okay, the answer is we. W should be capital. We are baking or we are, let's say, making a cake. That's our answer. Alright. Next, what do we need? Now, it is mentioned in the passage eggs, flour and milk, and also the tin and oven. So we are going to write all those names in our answer without fail. So let's do that. We need eggs, we need eggs for milk, tin and oven. That's our answer. Next question is, what do we need to do? Now the answer of this question is, we have to put together all these ingredients, and after combining them we have to put it in the tin. So we will write answer as mix them together and put it in a tin. Let's write the answer. We will mix everything together and put it in the tin. Okay, now last question that we have to answer. How will we cook it? Now, as I explained before, we are going to cook it in the oven. So let's write we will cook it in the oven. There it goes. Now the worksheet is complete. After reading the passage, questions are right. Always before submitting your paper, you should check all your answers. So we will also do a quick review of what we have written. Let's see. First read passage. I want to bake cake. I need eggs, flour and milk. I need to mix them together and put it in a tin. I will cook the cake in the oven. That is the passage. Now answer. What are we making? We are making a cake. Next, what do we need? We need eggs, flour, milk, tin and oven. What do we need to do? We will mix everything together and put it in the tin. How will we cook it? We will cook it in the oven. Our worksheet is complete. That's how one should answer the comprehension passage. This little practice for small kids of first and second standard will enhance their answering skills. After all, writing the paper nicely is also a skill that requires practice, and when you practice a lot or you practice many times, you develop an excellence in your answering skills. So do practice in the lockdown period and do not stop learning. Even though the schools are closed, learning should not stop. We will study every day, we will read every day, we will solve the test papers, question papers, and we will continue our progress. Thank you very much for listening, dear students. In the next session, we will again practice something more about reading comprehension.